Scene 1. The Elisa Lam Elevator Mystery. In 2013, at a rundown hotel in Los Angeles, a place known for crime, poverty, and dark history, a 21-year-old Canadian student disappeared without a trace. The last known footage of her is just 4 minutes long, footage that investigators still cannot explain. Was it fear? Paranoia? Something no one has ever identified? Or did she encounter something inside that hotel? Scene 2. Elisa Lam was a Canadian student from Vancouver, traveling alone on a long-planned trip across California. She was bright, curious, and deeply expressive in her online posts. But she also struggled with periods of depression and anxiety, something she was open about. When she arrived in Los Angeles, the cheapest place to stay was the Cecil Hotel. A building with a reputation so dark, locals called it the Hotel of Death. Still, Elisa checked in, unaware of the horrors hidden inside its walls. Scene 3. Elisa was last seen on January 31 Street, 2013, inside the Cecil Hotel. That morning, she was supposed to check out and head to Santa Cruz, but she never did. When the staff went to her room, they found her belongings neatly arranged like she planned to return. Her phone was missing, but everything else remained untouched. The staff reported her missing, and police began searching the hotel. But there was no sign of Elisa anywhere. Not in the hallways, not outside, not anywhere in the city. It was as if she had simply vanished into thin air. Scene 4. Days later, the police revealed a disturbing piece of evidence: Elisa's last known video. It was security footage from the hotel elevator, recorded just hours before she disappeared. The video showed Elisa stepping into the elevator, but something was terribly wrong. She pressed several buttons, then hid in the corner as if someone was following her. She kept looking outside the elevator, making strange hand gestures nobody could explain. At one point, she stepped out, then back in, then out again, as if interacting with someone who wasn't there. The elevator door stayed open the entire time, something that should have been impossible. When the video was released to the public, it exploded across the internet. Millions of people watched it, trying to understand what they were seeing. But the more they looked, the stranger it became. Scene 5. For weeks, guests at the Cecil Hotel complained that the water from their taps tasted strange. Some said the water was dark, some said it smelled rotten. To investigate, a maintenance worker climbed to the hotel roof, an area the public wasn't allowed to access. There, he found 4 massive water tanks, silent, still, towering above the city. One tank had its lid slightly open. When he looked inside, he saw something floating. It was Elisa Lam. She was naked, her clothes drifting beside her. No one could explain how she reached the roof, how she opened the tank, or how she ended up inside. The roof door was locked, the alarm never went off, and the tank was nearly impossible to climb into alone. Scene 6. When investigators examined her body, they found no signs of trauma, no wounds, no bruises, no struggle. There was no evidence that anyone had attacked her. Her toxicology report showed only antidepressants, nothing unusual, nothing deadly. But there was one detail nobody could ignore. She hadn't taken her full medication that week. Doctors said it could have caused disorientation, but not enough to explain everything that happened. Her clothes found in the same tank were removed, yet there was no sign she had undressed willingly. The tank itself had no ladder inside. Its walls were smooth metal, far too high for anyone to climb. Even the lid was heavy, much too heavy for one person to close from the inside. And yet, when her body was found, the lid was fully shut. That one detail changed everything. Scene 7. When the case went public, experts, detectives, and millions of online viewers formed their own theories. The first theory was simple and tragic: a mental health episode. Some believed Elisa was disoriented, confused, and accidentally fell into the tank. But this theory couldn't explain the locked doors, the silent alarms, or the sealed tank lid. Others suspected foul play. They believed someone lured her to the roof, someone who knew the hotel's hidden pathways. But there were no fingerprints, no DNA, and no signs of another person on the roof. Then came the most disturbing theory, one that turned the internet upside down. Some people claimed the elevator footage showed Elisa reacting to something invisible. They said she wasn't alone, at least not in the way we understand. This theory went viral, but investigators shut it down immediately. They insisted nothing supernatural, nothing paranormal, and nothing criminal happened that night. But if all of those theories were wrong, then what was left? Scene 8. When Elisa's autopsy report was released, it answered nothing and raised questions no one could explain. Her toxicology showed no recreational drugs, no overdose, only the medication she was already prescribed. But the report also revealed something disturbing. The coroner marked the cause of death as accidental drowning, despite the fact that no one could explain how she got into the tank alone. The lid of the 1,000-gallon tank was found closed when the maintenance worker discovered her, yet the lid was far too heavy for Elisa to close from the inside. Online investigators began piecing together a puzzle that didn't add up. If she drowned accidentally, why were her clothes floating separately in the tank? With every new detail, the case grew stranger, and by now, millions were watching the mystery unfold in real time. Scene 9. The Cecil Hotel was infamous long before Elisa arrived. Throughout its history, several murders, suicides, and unexplained deaths had occurred inside its walls. Guests whispered about ghost sightings, strange sounds, and eerie events no one could explain. Some investigators even speculated that the hotel's dark energy may have influenced her final moments. Scene 10. How did Elisa get onto the roof alone? Why did she enter the water tank? Was it an accident, a moment of confusion, or something else entirely? Scene 11. The official investigation concluded with no foul play, but the internet continues to debate every detail of her disappearance. The CCTV footage, the autopsy reports, the strange sealed tank lid, none of it fits together perfectly. Scene 12. To this day, no one knows why Elisa Lam entered that water tank, or how it happened. Her story remains one of the most chilling and unexplained mysteries of the modern age. Millions have watched, analyzed, and theorized, yet the truth may never be known. And every time someone visits the Cecil Hotel, the shadow of Elisa Lam lingers in its hallways, a reminder of a mystery unsolved. Perhaps the questions are more important than the answers. Perhaps some stories are meant to haunt us forever.